Welcome to the Adopt a Pet Show. I'm so glad that we're back. We had to take a little extra week before we brought some animals on because we had a wild week last week. We had a total of 6 events between doing PetSmart for several days at our National Adopt Weekend, which was fabulous. And then we also had the Chowder Fest, the Southwest Chowder Fest that we did. And we had our golf tournament. So there was several different events we did, they were all just amazing and very successful. Plus with just all the adoptions, because we were so overcrowded. We had dogs sharing kennels. Actually, we don't have where they're sharing kennels, which is very nice because they have the extra room. But we do have a lot of new faces here at the Western Arizona Humane Society, and one of them is Siri. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri, can you shake? Hey, Siri, can you go get my food? Hey, Siri, can you say I love you? Now, Siri is only... She is between 6 to 8 months old, and she is a Border Collie mix. She very soft. Her fur is very soft. Ooh, what is that? Like I said, she's only a puppy, and she came from another shelter. And some of the shelters, the dogs that they have, they just don't adopt in their city. So we take them here, and let me tell you, they get adopted so fast because they're so loving and so happy. She would be great with other kids. We always ask you to bring your animals in for a meet and greet because you know what? Every dog picks and chooses who they want to be with, just like we pick and choose our friends. But you have to have toys, must have treats. She loves her treats. But look at her, I love her freckles on her nose. They're so cute. They're just little tiny freckles. But make sure you come on down. We are located at 2610 Sweetwater Avenue, and we're open 6 days a week. We're open Monday through Saturday. Kennels for adoption is from 10 to 4, but the office is open from 8 to 4:30. So if you have any donations, which we're always accepting donations here, this is how we keep our place open, is by donations, huh? And especially when they need food like pedigree dry and treats and toys and beds and blankets, all those good things for these animals. And I'm talking dogs and cats because we do have dogs and cats and 1 guinea pig. So come on down to the Western Arizona Humane Society and adopt. Hey, Siri. Siri. She needs her batteries replaced. Hey, Siri. Come and adopt Siri today. And this is Lefty. Righty will be coming in after this. Yes, he will. Lefty is actually Rousey, but Lefty is 3 years old, and unfortunately, he came in because he lost his owner. He came in with another dog, which you'll be seeing next, and that is Rousey. He's good with other dogs. Rousey is not good with other dogs, except for him. So we do have an adoption special. So if you do adopt them both, it's a 2-for-1 adoption because it's called our buddy program, which when we have 2 animals that come in together, we do a 2-for-1. There's only 1 adoption fee, but you do have to pay a license for each dog. Now, the only thing is, we don't require, if someone comes in and wants to adopt one and not the other, we are okay on some of the dogs that come in together because these guys are still young enough where they can be separated. Yes, and as long as there's people involved, because we've had them separated before and they did just fine. So they're 2 big dogs. So for someone, you have to think what's better for them is to either live in the shelter until someone adopts them both together, which we've had dogs up to 8 months in here. And let me tell you, it's not the best way for them to live. They need a yard to play in, a bone to chew on the couch with. They need family to love. So when you see 2 dogs together, unless it says on the kennel that they have to be adopted together, which usually if they're 11 years old, we'll keep them together. But when they're young, like 2 and 3 years old, they will adjust. So come on down. This is Lefty. He's my hillbilly dog here. I mean, he's just a chillax dog, very good boy, loves people. You can just pet him and he doesn't care. So come on down. Don't forget, we're open 10 to 4, Monday through Saturday for dog adoption and cat adoptions. So this is Lefty's righty, but his actual name is Rousey. And Rousey is 2 years old, and he's like a bulldog mix to me. I think they have him as a lab or something mix. Yeah, he's not a lab mix. So he is only 2 years old. He's the one that doesn't really like the other dogs, but he loves Lefty. So there is that buddy program if you decide that you want them both, but they do not have to be adopted together. Like I said, we take them to separate events and everything. And that's how we found out Rousey does not like other animals. He wasn't digging the event. But he is a great, great boy. When they came in, they were very scared because, they just lost their owner. And then coming to a shelter really stressed them out because they didn't know what was going on. They are very smart. We'll show you some of the tricks. Look. Sit. You got a bowl of water? Sit. Can you go down? Down. Down. He goes, you give me a treat first. We went through this before. Okay. Now down. Down.
I left that.
Roll over. He's a really good boy. He does listen. He's just in treat mode because these are like crack treats. I don't know. Someone donated them. And it's these chew stick things. And these, they're really good, these beef sticks. No, you already had one. They just love them. So they're just in their own world. So like I said, if you want to donate treats or, anything for these animals, they love their little special treat time in the afternoon. And this is what they get to, it's like their candy shop. So come on down to the Western Arizona Humane Society. Don't forget Rousey's here, and he is in the same kennel with Lefty. So come and adopt him today. It's all gone. And this is one of my favorite girls here. Sadie's been here for a little while because when she came in, she wasn't aggressive or anything, but she was so scared that she was trembling in her kennel. We had our volunteers that have been working with her, Andy and Monty, and this is their special girl. They brought her out of her shell. So now she's approaching people. She's loving on people. We've actually had her at events, and her and Rousey, which was our other senior pit bull that was here, they were like best friends. And Rousey doesn't like other dogs really, but let me tell you, she was in love with Sadie. They were just kissing all the way down McCulloch when we had them at the event together. But she's a very sweet girl. She loves other animals. She loves people. Screaming kids might be a little too much for her because she's just a little jumping giant. But when we had her at events, she loved children. Just with toddlers with her age, I don't think it would be fair to her. That's my opinion. But if you have a gentle kid, then that's another thing. That would be okay. It's just as they get older, they get achy bones just like us. Yes, they do. So it's not fair for them to be climbed on. No. But she is just as sweet. She hears Monty on the other side. She's a sweet, sweet girl. I had her up here 2 weeks ago, you would see her whole body trembling. She wouldn't be standing and leaning against you. So that's how much love that our volunteers and staff take with these guys. They'll go and spend their lunch in the kennels with these animals or taking them outside for playtime to try to bring them out of their shell. And that's what we do, huh? So come on down to Western Arizona. We're located right off the 95. I almost did the Empire thing. We're right off the 95 in Tacoma. So we're on this very south end of town. So come on down and adopt my sweet Sadie today. Yeah, you might be. So this is Jingle, Jingle, Jingle. He is, he's 6 months old. They have him as an Australian cattle dog healer mix. I think that was an oopsie. So he is like a retriever shepherd Dobie. He has like retriever border collie hair, but he has the markings of either a shepherd or Doberman. So he is just a sweet dog. He gets irritated when Marilyn is squeaking the toy. He just gives her this glare like, seriously? I'm busy here. Can't you see I'm busy? He is just a love. I want to say he's like part of a spaniel or something. I don't know, that tail, like part of a hunting dog. I don't know. He is just cute, but nothing bothers him.
No.
Not phased at all. No, you're not. Give her the glare. Give her the glare. Oh, there we go. I wanted to let everybody know at the end of this month, because we only have one more month for an event that's off-site here with the Humane Society. And we are going to be joining the Troop Box 4th Annual Car and Bike Show. It's March 26th. And what we're doing is we'll have a booth there. They invited us to have a booth there, and we usually are there every year, except last year, of course, we didn't go. Lovely COVID. This year, we are not going to miss it. What they do is they have a wonderful barbecue there. They have raffles. They have beautiful cars and bikes and just different things going on. But the biggest thing that really touches my heart on what they do is they're collecting donations for the soldiers overseas. They collect toilet paper, any kind of books or DVDs. There's such a big list that what they do is they make care packages and they send them overseas. So it's an amazing thing, and it helps all the deployed men and women out there to get the things that they can't get. So if you would like more information, you just look up on Facebook. You can actually find the convoy. It's called Troop Box 4th Annual. And it's the car and bike show. You can find it on the Havasu event calendar, and it gives you a description on what they can use for the soldiers that are deployed overseas. So if you want to come down and see us, the event starts at 9 o'clock. I think it's from 9 to 3, and the actual animals that will be down there will be from 10 to 2. So come on down, join us on this special event. It's a really fun event for a great cause, and to help all those soldiers to get some goodies over the seas. So, and don't forget, Jingle. If Jingle is not there, that means he got a home. But you know what? You could be the next home, so come and adopt him today. And this is Mammouth. Mammouth is, oh God, he is 7 years old, and him and his sister are here. They came in as strays in horrible shape. They were so matted, so dirty. They were a different color. Wonderful Bubbles and Bows, the groomer in town, did a wonderful job. They donated on getting them groomed and making them all beautiful. I thought we were going to get them back all shaved, and I could not believe they got all the mats out of them. It was amazing. Mammoth is a big baby. He loves his sister, gets along great with his sister, but we find out he gets really protective over you when you are of other dogs. So when we were at the event and other dogs came around, he didn't want the dogs to come near me. He didn't go absolutely ballistic. He just, he let them know, back away. Kids, adores kids. But you have to realize, to have these dogs, you cannot shave them. You got to keep them groomed. You got to keep them. This is how they keep warm, and this is how they keep cool. So Mammouth is one of our sweethearts, and let me tell you, he's an amazing boy, and he doesn't mind anything. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He just loves everybody. Oh, and he doesn't realize how big he is. He will climb in your lap. So if you're on, like say if you're in your recliner, he will make sure he joins you in that recliner. So he is a big light lap dog. Now he is also part of that buddy system. It's a 2-for-1 adoption with these guys. So if you want to adopt both of them, it is 2-for-1. Plus you got to pay for separate licenses. But if you trying to protect that toy? He thinks I'm gonna grab it again. I had to grab it to turn him around. Or if you decide that you want to separate them, if you only want one, we completely understand, and so do they, because they are both extra large dogs that it's really hard. We named him Mammoth for a reason. So come on down. We are located at 2610 Sweetwater Avenue, and come and adopt a sweet boy. He is ready to go. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And this is Aspen. Aspen is same thing, 7 years old. She's spayed female. We think they're brother and sister, but we're not sure because their teeth, they came in as strays, no tags. All I can tell you is they were really matted. One of them, we could barely even see that there was a collar in because the hair was twined into him. That was Mammouth, of course. Or no, it was her. They are just, I'm just amazed on how great these grooms came out, because I mean seriously, it was so hard to even scan them to see if they had a microchip because they were so thick and mats. So I'm just amazed on how this coat came out on both of them. Both very loving dogs. Yes, they are. Love kids and they adore people. Yes. But they do, like I said, they do get protective over one another. So when we have done meet and greets with these guys, if you have other dogs and want to adopt these two, it's not going to work because they're a pack and they're really too protective of each other. So, but she is just an amazing girl, both of them. I mean, let me tell you, when we were at the Chowder Fest with these two, thank God they were there. We were freezing. Calm down. You're chewing too fast. You're chewing too fast. Yes, you are. That's my girl. Calm down. They were keeping all of us warm. So it was actually, there we go. Let's loosen it up. There you go. But they are both just really sweet dogs. They do play wonderful together. And like I said, they are part of the buddy program. So if you decide that you want to take both of them, they are a 2-for-1 adoption. You just got to pay for separate licenses. So come on down to 2610 Sweetwater Avenue. Aspen and Mammoth are ready for adoption today. So this is Frank, and this is what happens when you don't listen to your vet when it says only to keep your e-collar on for a certain amount of time. They form. No, I'm just kidding. He was born that way. He was born that way. He was actually born at the shelter. And this whole litter went through so much when they were born, and Georgia was the mama. If anybody remembers our pit bull, Georgia. They came in and she had several litters of doggies. So this was our last litter. which she had a really hard time with these guys. They went through skin conditions. They went through having upper, colds, because their immune systems were so messed up when they came in that they would catch everything. They were catching everything under the sun. So they were in quarantine in our medical section for, I want to say, at least 3 months. They spent most of their life here in the beginning, and then it got adopted. He does have a lot of energy. He is a puppy, and that's what happens. A lot of people, when they get puppies, they sometimes don't realize how big they get, and what energy and time is taken into him. Now, he is really an amazing boy, and he is, like I said, he is a puppy, so he has that energy. He needs that training, and if you are not willing to do that, you shouldn't be getting a young puppy. No. I can tell you his mom was a pit bull mix. Obviously, dad was a shepherd mix, but he does not have any. You can tell that he really got his daddy out of him, not mommy. Excuse you. That was a good burp. That was a good burp. Yes, it was. So he really knows his staff here at the Western Arizona Humane Society. He really needs to get to know his new mommy and daddy, because he shouldn't be raised in a shelter. So, that's just not good for them. He needs a nice warm home. He needs to go on trips to the Wallapies and get running through the forest. Yes. So come on down to the Western Arizona Humane Society. We're located, God, I almost did it again, off of Acoma and the 95 on the south end of town, 2610 Sweetwater Avenue. If you have any questions on the animals, please give us a call at 928-855-5083. And come see Frank, my boy. And this is another big boy we have. He is a Great Dane Bulldog mix. He came from Parker. We got them from Parker. He's neutered, and he is a big puppy. So he does need to have someone that's strong. If you're not strong, even if you have a fenced yard, you need to be strong, because he does need training. When we got him in, he had a scar you'll see on the side of him. Let me get him around. Come here. It's not like it's really easy. Okay. All right. Okay. So he has a scar, and it is right here. We don't know what happened, but it's a little puffy. You can't do anything about it. It's a scar, and that's just his uniqueness. It looks to me like a branding thing that they do on horses, but he just has his, I think that's why they named him, because it looks like a lucky horseshoe on him. He's a very good boy, though, and he will just love you. But when he wants to play, watch out, because he loves to play. And the worst part of him, of all things, is that tail. Holy cow, if it whips you, it's like a Great Dane tail. It is like solid bone. It'll whoosh. Yeah, huh? You're my boy. Yes. Can't tell you how he is with dogs because I can't get a saddle to fit him so I can ride him to do a meet and greet. He is just a very big boy and very strong. But you need to come on down to the Western Arizona Humane Society. I also want to mention we are having a vaccine clinic, and it's going to be April 2nd. Let me get my cheat sheet here. Gotta have it. So it's going to be on April 2nd, and it's from 8 to 11. It's going to be in the Humane Society this year. It's not going to be at the Aquatic Center. It's going to be located here. So you're just going to, and if you have if your animal has previous records of vaccines, please bring that with you. That way, if you are updating rabies or anything, we can actually give you the proper rabies certificate. If you do not bring us that proper rabies certificate, it will be a 1 year again. So if you want to make this a 3-year rabies, bring the proper vaccine records with you. And let's see, what else do they want me to throw in here? Correct change, cash only. So make sure you have cash. We are not taking card at that time. So if you'd like more information on our shock clinic, you can give us a call at 928-855-5083. And don't forget, come and adopt your lucky boy. Mwah. He is ready to go home. Yeah. And this is my really sweet boy. This is Moses. Moses is only a couple years old. Come here, Moses. He loves these treats. Come here. Come here. He is only a couple years old, and he can be shy at first, but after a while, he does warm up to you. He was upset with me because we went to the Chowder Fest, and we didn't realize we were going to be by the gun range. So he got upset with me because he didn't like the sound. So we had to come and have Robin, our staff member, save the day and come and get him. And they had a big old roasted chicken dinner because I stopped at Basha's and got one of their whole chickens. And I really had to beg for all these guys' forgiveness. So, but let me tell you, they love that chicken. He is a very sweet boy. He really loves kids. Like, you have to have kids to have him. I've never seen a dog just fall in love with kids like I've seen him. He was raised with kids. So come down and see my sweet boy Moses. And I want to remind you guys of the couple of events that we're going to be doing. The one event is going to be the Troop Box. You can come down, and it's going to be on March 26th. And it's going to be and I forgot to tell you the location. That would be good, huh? So it's going to be where the swap meet is. They have majority of that parking lot is for the car show. So we will be there. And like I said, the event itself is going to be from 9 to 3. The animals will be there from 10 to 2. Now, if you like any donations that you want to take to the troops, bring it on down. We would love to send it to them. So with that, we are off to see the kitties, wonderful kitties of Waz. We will see you in a couple weeks. Don't forget, come and adopt Moses, and bye.